Welcome to Dead Man Talking. Tonight's show, I am very excited and happy to announce the return of my good friend Darrel from Midwest Dogman Sightings and Research. You guys may remember quite a few of his reports and stories on this show. Some of my favourites, Dogman encounters and experiences. Absolutely. Of course, please do let us know what you think down below in the comments. As ever, guys, please do like and share. Without further ado, let's get into tonight's story, sent over by my good friend Darrel at Midwest Dogman Sightings and Research. I'd like to entitle Frozen in Fear. Let's get straight into that. Hi DMT, thank you for all your support. I now have the confidence back again to conduct interviews again. I can no longer let my fear overwhelm me. I started this to help people, let them know that they are not alone and are not crazy. So I thank you. This incident occurred on December 19th, 2017, so it was very fresh in the witness's memory. At about 8:45 PM, Jack, as we will call him, and his girlfriend Samantha were on their way home from an employee Christmas party near Mount Pleasant in Michigan, when they both noticed what they assumed was a large dog sitting on the side of the road. Samantha, being an animal lover, asked Jack to stop the car so she could see if there was any owner's name or address on the collar. As they slowed down and stopped so she could get out and see, this dog stood up on two legs and then started walking towards the vehicle. Jack then said he hit the lock button on the door. The creature got closer and closer and put its hand, as they stated, on the hood. I asked them if it was a paw. Both replied at the same time it was a hand. It then circled the vehicle going around to Jack's side. They were both frozen in fear. I asked why they didn't just drive away. He said he couldn't move. The fear was so overwhelming that he just sat there, facing forward, not wanting to look out of the driver's window. He then said that this creature tapped on the window, taunting him into looking at it. Jack slowly turned his head to his left. As he did so, the creature bent down and pressed its nose against the wall, as if it knew Jack was looking in its direction. Jack said he saw a mouth full of sharp teeth and two black eyes. There was no colour to the eyes at all, just black. Samantha screamed, "What is that?" It then raised its head and walked in front of the vehicle to her side. It bent over to gaze into her window. Jack told her not to look. Then they both heard the door handle jiggle, as if the thing was trying to get in the car. Then they heard a deep growl when it realised that it could not open the door. It looked at Samantha for what seemed to be an eternity. It was about a minute. Samantha said she started to cry, and Jack said when this occurred, the thing looked as if it was smiling at them. Jack said the creature then walked in front of the car and stood there, both of its hands on the hood, as if it was not going to let them leave, just staring and sniffing. I asked them how long it stood there. They both replied they were not too sure. They saw some headlights coming towards them in the distance. This thing turned around, looked at the oncoming vehicle. It was about a quarter of a mile away and took off back into the woods. They just stayed, parked there, Jack said. when the car that was coming towards them stopped, and an older man stepped out and walked over to Jack's window. Jack said he knew there was a car there, but he could not move. The man tapped on Jack's window, and Jack said he jumped. Samantha started to scream and told Jack to go. The man said he saw that they were pulled over to the side of the road and wondered if they needed help. Samantha said she then realised that it was a human standing there and apologised to the man for her outburst and that they had almost hit a deer, and that's why they pulled over. Jack reluctantly agreed by telling the man that came out of nowhere and they almost hit it. Jack said the man then looked down to the ground and said, that had to be a huge deer. It could have totaled your car. They both then told me the man said the strangest thing, that they should not park on this road, that it could be very dangerous at night. Then he asked again if he could help. Jack told him, no thank you, we are heading home now. He then said the man told him to be safe, and to keep an eye out for those huge deer. Then they parted ways. Jack and Samantha stated that this man seemed to doubt their story, that he knew what happened. See, Jack looked down at the ground at the same time the other man did, and there were large footprints beside his car. This thing had to weigh a lot. You see, the ground was frozen and the track was clear as day. I asked them both about how tall this creature was. Neither had an answer. It was huge. Its head filled the entire driver's and passenger window. Its eyes were the size of golf balls, and said if they had to guess it was at least 7 foot tall. They both agreed that the creature seemed to get a thrill from their fear. Now, this is not the first time I have heard these things grin or smile at people. I asked the both of them if they ever have heard of a dogman. Guess what? They said no, and asked me what that was. I had to tell them. It seems not all Michigan residents have heard of this creature. I asked them how they knew to contact me. A friend of a friend told them to talk to me. I asked them if they contacted any law enforcement. No, they did not. I asked why, and it was, we're not crazy, and they would say we were, and I can't lose my job. Regards, Darrel. Wow, thank you so much, Darrel. Absolutely fantastic report, as it always is for yourself. Always look forward to your emails, brother. Guys, let us know what you think down below. Of course, please do like and share. If you haven't subscribed to DMT, smash that subscribe button and tickle the notification bell to stay up to date with all DMT Forest of Fear content. We have a lot of encounters coming up and a lot more stories in store for you guys. I am going to start writing a London-based dogman or possibly a werewolf story, all to be announced very soon, and a few collaborations coming your way. I hope you're all having a wonderful weekend and enjoying your time off. Remember, above all, be safe, not sorry.